right. That was kind of fun. Thank you very much, Steve. All right, we already heard from U.S. Soccer, U.S. Youth Soccer, the Association of Chief Executives for Sport, about what we're doing to grow access to sport across the country. Heard a lot of good stuff today. We have more major announcements later today, but first let's get back to grassroots. Sport is often a community exercise. Here to talk about the next step in activating communities, big and small, is Risa Izard. She's the program manager for the Sports and Society program. Risa oversees all community partnerships for Project Play, and she's also the director for the annual summit and post-summit workshop day. She's done a lot of work for all of us to be here. Please welcome Risa.
Thanks so much, Mary, and thanks to all of you for being here and to so many of you who are already our partners. In 2015, at the inaugural Project Play Summit, U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy challenged our team to take Project Play on the road, back to the grassroots, to use the framework of Project Play's 8 plays and 8 strategies to improve the health and lives of kids and communities. Dr. Murthy, we're proud to have answered your call. Since 2016, we have partnered with leaders in Baltimore, Southeast Michigan, Western New York, Greater Rochester, and the Finger Lakes. And at last year's summit, we announced partnerships in Harlem and in Mobile County, Alabama. And everyone with us today has a copy of one of those reports, the Harlem Report and the Mobile County Report. For the past year, a team of Project Play researchers in partnership with the Community Foundation of South Alabama and the Jake Peavy Foundation put together an assessment of how well Mobile County, Alabama is serving the health needs of kids and communities through sport. Rebecca Byrne, president of the Community Foundation of South Alabama, is here to talk about that.
Thank you, Risa. The Community Foundation of South Alabama is so proud to present the State of Play, Mobile County, in coordination with the Aspen Institute, the Jake Peavy Foundation, and the Caring Foundation of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. The Community Foundation is leading and investing in a variety of ways to help increase the opportunities for all of our youth. Through our Closing the Opportunity Gap, we are addressing 3 cradle-to-career priorities that include family, education, and work. And we know, as all of us in this room know, that sports is an integral part of creating well-rounded and strong youth. We were so pleased that the Aspen Institute chose Mobile County to come and find key opportunities that we could build healthy kids and healthy communities through sports. This report was guided by a task force. It includes 1,700 survey reports back from the youth. It features 40 findings on strengths and gaps for for youth participation to sports. And there were also 5 major recommendations, 1 big game changer, and 24 sector-specific areas that stakeholders can plug into. Some key findings. 1 in 3 children in Mobile County is overweight. That is twice the national rate. Girls have fewer sports opportunities than boys, and told us that their lack of interest and belief that they're not good enough keeps them out of sports. Many of the county's sports facilities are in dire need of repair. 82% of county youth and adults said adults encouraged them to play sports and or be physically active. This points to the incredible passion that we have in our community for sports. However, only 25% of our county youth are active on a daily basis. If that number could reach 50%, 7,700 years of life could be added, and more than $101 million of direct medical costs could be averted. This is according to the Global Obesity Prevention Center for Johns Hopkins University. This morning we had the opportunity to hear from Owen, who is an 11-year-old multi-sport athlete. And we were all really entertained by Owen, but he is a remarkable individual. He has played both football, basketball, soccer, and baseball. His favorite, of course, as we all learned, was basketball. And probably the main reason it was is that from the early age of 5, he was heavily influenced by a very strong YMCA basketball coach. And Coach Rock Sparks told him and encouraged all of his players to have fun. He taught them the fundamentals of sports without yelling at them. He allowed all of his players to play. As a result, Owen has excelled not only on the playing field, but in the classroom. And we look to Owen. He embodies the very success that we hope to accomplish in all of the youth in Mobile County, all across Southwest Alabama, and I know all of us here hope that we accomplish that in all of the youth and all of our communities across the world. Thank you for this opportunity. It's been an incredible, incredible opportunity. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Rebecca. And thank you, too, to my tremendous colleague, John Solomon, who was our principal investigator on that report and a terrific teammate to the Project Play Communities team. In addition to releasing the Mobile County State of Play report today, we're announcing not one, but 2 new State of Play partnerships this afternoon. Please welcome Dr. Julie McCleary, a researcher at the University of Washington, to help us announce our first new partnership for this year.
Thank you, Risa. Good afternoon, everyone. We are thrilled to be one of the next regions to embark on this important work. Since last year's summit, the University of Washington and our partner, King County Parks, have been working hard to make State of Play Seattle, King County a reality. We are joined by many regional partners, including the Seattle Mariners, the YMCA of Greater Seattle, and Kaiser Permanente. And I just want to take a minute to tell you why we in our region are so excited to begin this prioritization of equitable access to youth sport. The Seattle metro area welcomes 1,000 newcomers every week. In 2017, Seattle was the fastest growing city in the United States. With this population boom comes increased pressure on our infrastructure, including our shared spaces for play and sport. With access scarce, we see, like probably many of you do, a lot of select and travel teams able to rent space on fields and in community centers, leaving youth who can't afford these expensive programs with little access to what are supposed to be our shared spaces. The gentrification that's occurring in our neighborhoods is also occurring in our youth sports programs. Currently, only 29% of 6th grade youth in King County get the recommended level of daily physical activity. And the differential health outcomes in King County are striking, with Hispanic and Pacific Islander youth, as well as those youth who live in the southern part of our county, almost twice as likely to be overweight compared with the King County average. With the growth of pay-to-play models, scarce resources in schools, and limited facility space, these race and place-based disparities are only accelerating. So even as we struggle with these challenges, we are a region with many riches. We're surrounded by mountains and water, which offer bountiful opportunities for outdoor sports like skiing and rowing and kayaking and bouldering and mountain climbing. And all kids deserve access to these beautiful public spaces and to the mental and physical benefits of being active in the out of doors. We're also a hub for innovation, and we boast research centers that have developed smart mouth guards and smart helmets, which sadly are still only accessible to the affluent few. So we are eager to activate our community and dig into the data to learn more about the needs of King County youth. Through this state of play, we think we can better understand how to unlock the resources of our region so that all youth can reap the benefits of safe, developmentally appropriate sport and physical activity. And we have the added incentive that King County Parks intends to use the results of our state of play to shape both policy and budget for youth sports and activity moving forward. We thank Aspen for the opportunity to partner in this important work, and we look forward to sharing the results of the State of Play Seattle-King County with all of you in the future. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Julie. Project Play is thrilled to be partnering with UW, King County Parks, and other leaders in the Seattle-King County area for one of our very first West Coast State of Play reports. And I say one of, because next, I'd like to give an aloha welcome to Mahina Hugo, Educational Innovations Director at the Liliuokalani Trust, who is here to announce Project Play's first statewide State of Play partnership.
Thank you. Don't run away. We want to actually thank you, Risa, very much because she's been our contact. Poor woman has answered numerous emails, phone calls, and questions from us. And so I know it's your team at Aspen, but in particular, we wanted to thank you. And Steve, wherever you are, I would have thought the brain energizers were going to be really good, but I'm the one that still has the left hand up. You know, the anxiety that you were saying with your left hand. There you are. Thank you very much for that. Well, aloha. Oh, that was not energized at all. Let's try that again. Aloha. Much better. Thank you. We are very grateful and excited to announce our partnership with Aspen Institute for State of Play Hawaii. We look forward to developing high-impact strategic initiatives that will propel our Kamali'i children to lead a healthy and successful future. Our area of focus is to increase physical literacy and wellness for our Native Hawaiian children. The Liliuokalani Trust is a private operating foundation that was founded in 1909 for the benefit of orphan and destitute children, with preference given to Native Hawaiians. We serve approximately 10,000 Kamali'i annually through direct services and reach thousands more through collaborations with community partners. We believe in the resiliency of our Hawaiian children, advocate for their well-being, and build them pathways to thriving. Sports is and has always been a huge draw for our children. Not a weekend goes by where you won't see a majority of the parks filled with bright-colored jerseys, screaming parents, and smiling children. Drive down any of our streets in the afternoon, and you will see children doing pickup games, whether it be basketball, football, and even maybe baseball. For those of you who were here this morning and got to meet Ka'olu Holt, that might be where he got his start on the street by his hometown playing some baseball. Physical activity, and sports are a large part of the Hawaiian lifestyle. We live in a state with great weather for outdoor play, and our Hawaiian children take full advantage of every hour of sunlight. Thus, we are excited to partner with the Aspen Institute to further help us identify areas that our Native Hawaiian population, and in particular, our Kamali'i, can take greater advantage of sporting across the state as a continued lifestyle. We are very proud of the numerous young men and women across the state of Hawaii who have embraced sports as a means of pleasure, discipline, competition, college careers, professional athletes, and even a few Olympians. At the core of each participant, you will find a commonality, which is love of culture. That our ancestors understood and lived it as a way of life. Here at Liliuokalani Trust, we are devoted to promoting healthy Kamali'i and are excited to announce the development of our Centers of Excellence in 2021. We would like to thank, again, the Aspen Institute for their support and partnership in helping us achieve our dreams. See you next year to share the learnings from the State of Play, Hawaii. Mahalo.
Mahalo, Mahina, and thank you for this beautiful lei. We look forward to working together to landscape the State of Play for Native Hawaiian youth and to sharing that and our Seattle King County report with all of you back here next year at the 2019 Project Play Summit. In your post-event survey, please let us know how you'd like to be involved in our research efforts over the next year, or any relationships and commitments that your team would like to make to support the communities in Seattle, King County, and across the islands of Hawaii. And now we have a few more Project Play champions to highlight. To help us honor them, I'd like to invite Mary back to the stage.
All right, boy, these are terrific, exciting announcements and opportunities to grow access to sport. Let's continue that momentum right now with the next round of Project Play champions who have committed to making new, specific, and meaningful actions that are consistent with the 8 goals of Project Play. If you're present, please stand up so we can give you a hand. We will honor you after we've read all the names. 500 Festival, if you're here. Algonquin Sports for Kids. Appleton Parks and Rec Youth Sports. Banner Neighborhoods Community Corporation. Detroit PAL. Dream. Fred Wells Tennis and Education Center. I-9 Sports. The Lindy Infante Foundation. MVP 360 Leadership Development Programs, Inc., National Council of Youth Sport, Rack It Up Detroit, Saturday Night Lights, Seneca Babcock Community Association, Up to Us Sports, Victory Sports Global Outreach. Thank you very much.